Okay, let's talk about deflation. This is where the whole motivation came to be, to create EZBREEZY. So first the hook, that's the first step, because these valves are typically hard to get. So we take our hook and we get it down inside the valve and then use this part to pop up the valve just like that. And then while it's still in, you can just pop the top and then it's open. So there you go. One motion, pretty much. Then, as you can see, the air's not coming out because it's a one-way air valve. We're gonna do pretty much the same process as inflation. So we're gonna take the clamp and we're gonna put the stopper facing pretty much towards the bottom. And again, it's not a perfect science because the inside of these valves, where that flap that's keeping the air from it going out, is not always cut in the same direction inside. So it may take a couple of tries. But what we do is we clamp it open, and then without having to pinch the valve, the air rushes out. Done. No hands. No dexterity. I know for myself, if you've had trigger finger or any type of hand strength or mobility issue, you don't have to pinch the valve. It's deflated. Pop it off. Done. So, we do this again real quick, but with a larger float here, okay? And the beautiful thing about deflation too is that on the larger floats that are big, so say you have an 8-foot pineapple that has multiple valves, you can clip one of these on to each of the valves at the same time. And so you don't have to spend your time pinching one valve, pressing the air out while you're pinching one of the valves. And then once that's done, going to the next one and pinching that valve. Clamp it on, both valves are clamped open, and you can walk away and it'll deflate on its own. That's the beautiful part of it. If you want to clamp on an EZBREEZY to each of the valves, or even just the one valve, and have it deflate on its own, it will. It may take a little bit of time, but you can pack up, you can do other things, then come back to it. Or press the air out and watch the air rush out fast. So, let's do it again. We put the hook in. We try to, there we go. So try to do it. You can see it. Pop the valve out. Okay, I have an awkward hand position I'm trying to show you. And then this is how I would do it if I were at the beach. And then pop it open like that. Okay. And then we're going to clamp it on. You can hear the air. So, it's deflating on its own, or press the air out fast. And it's a lot more comfortable because you just squeeze it with both hands and your arms. And you can have your kid do this, I know my 6-year-old could do it. My 4-year-old could probably do it. 4-year-old could probably just sit on it. You don't need that hand strength. But I can just sit this on the ground and it will deflate on its own because the valve stays open and the air will go out. But this is why I invented this, because no matter what, it's not the most fun process. But this makes it so much easier. You get the idea. There we go. Okay. Done. There we go. Unflip it. Done.